All right, there we go. Man, it's been a while since I've done one of these. Hello, everyone. Louis Hanzo here, and Chillstream is engaged. So tonight, everyone, it is my birthday. I managed to rack up 35 years on this little blue marble we call Earth. And frankly, I'm impressed I made it that far. And I'm also impressed that close to 4,000 of you warriors have come by and subscribed to the channel. And honestly, it's the good feels. So tonight, we're going to hang out, chat it up, ask me questions. And it is an AMA, so I will answer pretty much anything. I won't tell you my real name, nor will I reveal my face. Just laying that out there now, but feel free to ask me whatever you want. And yeah, let's get the party started. And I saw a couple of commenters already. Hero Blade the Raptor says hello to Piccolo. Well, it's not easy being green. And Jason Voorhees says hello. Well, hello to you. I thought you would be in Camp Crystal Lake. But, yep. Feels kind of weird being 35 now. And, I believe I was asked somewhere around a year and a half ago or so if, I would ever just give up YouTube altogether if I got too old by what they call it. Well, here's the thing. I know I haven't been as active as I haven't been. What's this? Where is Whis? That's a good question. He's probably off tormenting Goku and Vegeta on Beerus' planet. Or slapping Beerus around, one of the two. Or hell, he might even be finessing Broly again. But, anyway, about a year and a half ago, I got asked by one of my viewers if I'd ever give up YouTube. And no. Only reason I would ever leave the platform is if I had no choice. And frankly speaking, I may not be as active as I used to be. And I may not produce as much content, and I have a laundry list of things to catch back up on with you guys. But I love you guys. You guys are the warriors. And as Rad says, well, warriors, you must show your great prowess in battle. That way we go up to Beerus and slap him in the face. And cheer him while we're at it. So, good time. Mr. Popo, what do you think of Black Frieza? Well, I think a market's gonna get slopped. Man, it's actually been a minute since I've had to do my Popo voice. Yeah, still do it. Might see about getting some reaction art made and bringing back the genie to the channel. There's actually a game I was thinking about playing as Popo at some point, and that would be Painkiller, which is a rather old game. I played it on the original Xbox, and Painkiller revolves around this dude who basically has to go Doom Marine on Satan's army or something. But there's a gun that shoots shurikens of lightning, and a gun that pins guys to walls with posts bigger than my forearm. So definitely a game right up Popo's alley, and definitely one of my favorite games. But that aside, it's been a pretty busy time for me lately. After having work done on my place, I had a period of time where I wasn't sure what was going on. Oh, hey, Superman. Thanks for the happy birthday wish, man. Really mean it. But, yeah, we had work done on the place. And honestly... Oh, what's this? Are there any places you could do in the Ginyu Force? And I don't know, you can hear him in the background, but that is my cat Patches. He's in a talkative mood tonight, seems. Probably because it's my birthday. But I think I could still do Jace. I did Jace once on the channel a while back. But let's see if I could still do it. Good day, mate. I'm from Space Australia. Well, to be more precise, Space Brisbane. Go Space Broncos. Yeah, not my best work. And I used to be able to do Raccoon, but not anymore. I can't get the pitch right. But Superman, on the other hand, I've heard his birder. And he does a good birder. And can do a pretty damn good Captain Ginyu. So, shout out to Superman on that one. And Jason Downey says, yo. Well, yo to you too. So, like I was saying, after we had a lot of work done on the place, it came to a realization that, honestly, the place wasn't going to hold up. So, I've been spending a lot of my time either at work to accrue some money or out and about looking for a new place to live. And I don't want to quite jinx myself, but I did find a place, and my buddy and I are looking to, split the costs and, do the whole roommate thing. It's pretty good. 2 bed, 2 bath. $900 a month, so that ain't bad. But on the work front, I've been working anywhere between 8 to 10 hours on the regular, so by the time I get off work, I'm pretty wiped. But that said, I do have a video that should go out by tomorrow, provided my internet doesn't do what it did last night. And if all else works and a certain someone gets back to me, we might be able to get you another episode of the Raditz Review. But that being said, there is another topic I want to touch on, and that is the what ifs. So, the Chi-Chi was a Saiyan. It's kind of hit a brick wall because, as voted upon in a poll, you guys want me to have actual voice actors for all the characters. And while I would like to think I'm pretty flexible, I'm not that flexible. Let's see. So Jays want to become friends. I can show you how to go Super Saiyan Rose. I used to be able to do that Rose voice. Let's see if I can still do it. And I call this form Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. But don't worry, mortal. You won't have to remember it. For you'll be the first among the Zero Mortals plan. But seriously, on that side note there, it's kind of amusing how Goku Black goes from, if Goku, gargled gravel every day, to just like really, really just high class. It kind of blows my mind. But, anyway. No pressure, Soups, no pressure. I gotta do a lot of grammatical errors. Remember, guys, never type at 2 in the morning. You'll never like what comes out. Goku Black, how did it feel to be beaten by Zeno? I could reverse that if you'd like. Well, it goes to show how petty these mortals are. They required Lord Zeno to beat me, but it's okay. I got the return of Super Dragon Ball Heroes. So there. Which, on that note, Super Dragon Ball Heroes is something I really need to sit down and watch. I've seen a few clips, including a showing of Raditz entering Super Saiyan 3, which I'm glad that they showed some love to the Saiyan. Because as much as I voice him, I get asked every once in a while, do I actually like Raditz, or am I just doing the voice because I can do the voice? I like the character. He was a lot of wasted potential. Future Trunks voice. I can do it, but very briefly. It's one of those voices I never actually decided to work on because I knew a Trunks YouTuber at the time. Still do, just haven't talked to him much lately. But let's see if I can do it. Dad! Goku! I screwed up time again! I need to be saved! Can you guys come to the future and beat up these two guys? That's too close to my Yamcha voice, really, but yeah, there you go. That's my best attempt I could do. I really need to cultivate that voice, just for convenience sake. But, finishing up my thought on the matter, you know, I do like Raditz. He was a lot of wasted potential, and I really thought back in the day when I was watching the Ocean dub of Dragon Ball Z that he was going to come back. Because, I mean, here's Goku's brother. He's from space. He's an alien. Me and Goku's an alien. Okay, I like where this is going. He gets killed off. Well, okay. Oh, so we got two new Saiyans coming. Okay, so they're going to bring him back somehow, and maybe he'll be on the good guy's side. But, nah, there was just a lot of wasted potential there. But, that's Toriyama. Now, that said, I do like the character, and Moscow X bringing him back definitely helped me rekindle my fandom for the Saiyan. Alright, so Vegeta, how would you ever like to go Super Saiyan Rose?
Well, let me tell you right now, I am the prince of all Saiyans, and I don't need that pink hair transformation.
But you need a purple one?
Shut it!
And there we go. And I saw a message, I didn't get to see it right off. Okay, yo, Raz, how are you getting along with Yamcha ever since he jacked your reaction a while ago?
Well, let's just say that there was karma. And perhaps I tied him upside down and beat him like a piñata. But you can't prove that. Nope, definitely can't. He's still totally not hanging upside down in my recording room. Totally not.
Whew. So, until I see another question come across. So, one of the things I got asked by actually a coworker I demonstrated my Rad's voice for, how long can I maintain that voice? Honestly, my record, and I tried one nice Sunday when I had time, I can maintain it at the utmost now for 3 hours straight, no breaks. But by that point, I'm not going to be talking to anyone about anything after. So that said, I really do need to improve my voices, and that's my own opinion. But I hope you guys do enjoy the content I provide when I can get it out to you. And Mortal Kombat 11 is coming. First video should drop this weekend. I got it brand new on the Switch, so I have no crypt unlocked, no cosmetics unlocked. All I have is what the game got me. So, what we got here? So, Jace, this would Captain Ginyu ever let me join the Elite Team? My power level is stronger than Vegeta. Well, let's see. Jace?
Well, that's up to the captain.
There you go. My guess is as long as you could do a pose and hold it and, resonate with everyone, I think you'd be in. Probably replace Goldo, to be honest. Because, literally Vegeta chopped his head off and nobody cared. Well, except Vegeta, he threw a dog biscuit at him. True story. But, anyhow, that being said, oh, you can actually do Goldo pretty good. I'll have to hear it sometime, Soups. But that's it. Any more questions for me? Kind of hoping see plenty more questions, because you guys are free reign to ask me pretty much anything. Where is Zarbon?
Well, I'm right here.
Ah, so you are Zarbon. Please get away from me. You're creeping me out now. Here's a question. What's your thought on the Disney version of Goku, that fan art of it? Okay. Ever since you showed me that picture, Soups, I've thought about that, and it's creeped me out. So, here's where I'm at on that. If they actually, for real, made a Disney Pixar of Dragon Ball, I don't know how I'd feel, really. On one hand, there is the potential for gold. But on the other hand, I have this really big feeling in the pit of my stomach that if they actually went ahead and made something like that, that it would be fiery garbage. And I'm gonna level. I've not really been much a fan of the stuff I've seen coming out of Disney lately. Lord Whis. Well, I actually can't do Whis. Then again, I've never tried to do Whis. So, maybe I can sit down and practice that this weekend and see where we go. Because it'd be kind of neat to bring Whis to the channel. I'd also like to bring Beerus to the channel, but that's me. And I don't know if you can hear it, but there is a beep that keeps happening in the background. That is one of the smoke detectors going out. Let's see here. They make Yamcha Sphere a woman. Oh, God. Yeah, they probably would, Soups. They probably would go that route. And the fact that I can just readily see them doing that is probably a big part of the problem. And as for next comment, yo rats, how's Def and Hiffle?
Well, it's pretty nice other than the, ogres. Like, seriously. We are in basically hell, and they're running around with German accents all the time. Like, aren't only supposed to be, Japanese demon? But they're German accents. I don't know, I blame Team 4-Star.
So that said, if Disney actually went ahead and did a live action Dragon Ball, I'd be terrified. If they did a Pixar version, I'd still be terrified. Either way, I'd be shook. So that being said, guys, what else you gotta ask me? I really need to figure out which one of those smoke detectors is doing that in this place and take out the battery and replace it. But that's just me. Yamcha, what does it feel like to become a meme?
Well, it's kind of neat, but at the same time, man, why does everyone have to pick on me? Like, what did I do? Well, you cheated on Bulma. Oh, come on, man. We both know that was Toriyama. I'm sorry. Did you just imply that Toriyama dressed up like you to cheat on Bulma? Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna stop now. Well, probably for the best.
But, yeah, no, that's just a mental image of a Disney Pixar Dragon Ball that terrifies me. Alright, Vegeta, do you laugh at Yamcha's face when you saw this girl?
Well, I really don't have to laugh. The universe already did.
Okay, we never saw Yamcha. We just had Bulma's word, and we all know what she's like to over-exaggerate. Exactly, Superman. And let's remember that when we first see Bulma in Dragon Ball, her goal is to get herself a boyfriend. Like, legit, that is her goal for the Dragon Balls, is a wish for the perfect boyfriend. And that's kind of a no from me. Needles? No way! Hey, Piccolo! Your turn!
Did he just? Well, Kakarot just instant transmission out. Congrats, you defeated my brother! Now kill the Troodon! I heard that. I need you to.
So, that said, does anyone have any questions they would like to ask any of my characters? Or me? Because I'm down to hear anything. And, while I'm thinking about it, since I put it in as kind of a joke in the last poll, where is Goku and why is Vegeta holding a shovel? Well, I will give you that answer right here in the live stream.
Well, let's just say I was killing it.
You mean killing Goku?
Well, those damn androids couldn't get it done.
That's fair. Shiro really needs to get on the game with that one. I mean, to be fair, Bulma is the richest person in Dragon Ball. I'm pretty sure most people who have met the lady are afraid of her, if only for one reason or another, and that reason being that she has enough money to sue them into oblivion. Or, as a TV show once phrased it, litigate them all into annihilation. But I saw a meme once, and it really does speak volumes. Someone once called Bulma one of the true villains of Dragon Ball. And I was kind of curious about this, so I looked into it. The reasoning is, and mind you, this isn't mine, but someone else's. The reason that they say Bulma is one of the villains of Dragon Ball is she has all this wealth, but doesn't go out of the way to help other people, like Goku, like Yamcha. Well, I can understand Yamcha, but Ten Shinhan and Chaozu, Krillin. I mean, I can understand Roshi. Definitely understand that one. How the ladies of Dragon Ball haven't just, like, beat that man into enough of a pulp to stop him is beyond me. But I don't think any dragon alive can stop that. Actually, Android 17 is one of the voices I really want to learn, but I can't get the pitch right. And I'm not sure if I should try to do the Chuck Huber version or the TFS version. Because, Superman says, I'm surprised Roshi is not on some sort of list. Well, to quote one of the TFS movies, in fact, it's Android 13, you think Master Roshi is my real name? I'm very, very concerned, and we should probably keep an eye on Roshi from here on out. But to go back to the Android 17, I don't know if I should try to work on doing the original English dub, or if I should try to make mine more like the Team 4-star version. I'm open to both, really. It's kind of what you guys want to see. Yeah. Goku already jetted, so... Anyhow. While on the topic of Piccolo... Should I mention Dragon Ball Super Superhero? Take over the abridged. I need someone to go with my 16, do the abridged. Alright, well, tell you what, Soups. Over this weekend, I will take the time to immerse myself in TFS Android 17. And we'll see where that goes. And I don't really have a reaction art for it, but I'll throw together something and we'll see if we can drop an Android 17 video. That being said, I do need to check on the poll. Because, as the case may be, I need to see what you guys want from me for this month of Halloween. And yes, I said month of Halloween because, let's be honest, October exists for Halloween. That's kind of neat. There's now an image poll option for the community tab. Cool. So, disregarding the meme of the Vegeta holding a shovel. So, Resident Evil 7 is the top bill of the Halloween games. I'm really surprised you guys didn't ask me to do Exorcist VR so you guys can watch me squirm. But, I'm okay with not doing Exorcist VR. I tried that once and literally tripped over my own chair and ended up on my back. Wasn't my best moment, wasn't my most elegant moment. But to be fair, I did have a church pew thrown at me. So, that said, let's go over to Hero Blade the Raptor's comment. Cooler, are you always cooler than Frieza? I might get killed by him from saying that. Well, allow me to tell you that Cooler is nowhere near as cool as me, the Emperor of the Universe. Bold words, Frieza. Bold words. Yes. And what does Cooler have again? Oh yes, he got turned into a robot. I'll go up and slap him in his smug prick face. Bold words, bold words. So, continuing on. I think one of the things I really want to bring on the channel at some point is VR, but honestly, I think I need some hardware upgrades before I can do that. Oh, hardy har har, Superman. No. That wasn't me falling. That was Vegeta's ego after he got his ass handed to him yet again. And Jason Voorhees says, Cooler, hey, at least I'm not racist, brother. I mean, it all depends, MJ. Well, I'm sorry, Jason. Man, my phone really, really needs to be nice about the live chat. Because it keeps blanking it out whenever I don't keep tapping my phone. But I don't think you guys want me to just constantly tap my phone. So, if you go to the TFS version, before Cooler, like, bodies Goku, he says, tonight I dine on monkey soup. So, yeah. There's that. Mr. Piccolo, will you train me to become the greatest warrior of all time?
Well. You don't have to worry about Piccolo. I already dealt with him. So you've been learning from me, the great Vegeta. Well, you can't be that great, Vegeta. You keep getting your ass handed to you. Oh, shut up. At least I show up in the damn show.
Okay, that's just drama waiting to happen. Okay, we're just going to ignore those two for now. Okay? Okay. But, if, for whatever reason, I can't get a Chi-Chi voice actor to do the role of Chi-Chi in my What If, whether that be because no one has stepped up, or because, well, I think there's no other way to say that. There's just no one just fill the role. I will be left to either see if you guys still want that What If, or if you would prefer me to just gloss over by doing what I did with Gine in episode 1 of the Bardock What If, which I really need to get back to. Any other comments, questions? I mean, it kind of reminds me of something from Dragon Ball Super Superhero. If you guys haven't seen anything from that. But if you just take away the power levels, the overwhelming just, key and all that, and just had a brawl, just two guys throwing hands. I really do kind of want to know who would win. Because on one hand, Vegeta definitely has the edge because he has more time. What are my thoughts on the Black Adam trailer? I actually have not seen that trailer. Perhaps I should react to it. Would you guys like to see me react to that? As me or any of my characters, feel free to comment. But from the pictures I've seen regarding Black Adam, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson does do a pretty good Teth Adam. Alright, just went into the hyperbolic chamber at 5,000. But it does bring up a few what if ideas I want to think on. One of the ones that, kind of lingers in the back of my mind, really. And I want to do a what if on this. And I think Masako X beat me to it by quite a bit. But what if Raditz did manage to steal Gohan? Like, managed to get that kid off planet. Like, imagine that with me. Like, what would Gohan be like raised by Raditz? Hero Blade Raptor, I wonder what would happen if I fused with Vegeta with the fusion technique. That is a very interesting question, and one I cannot give you an answer to, sadly. Let's see. I'd say I have Yamcha do it, give the man something. Well, that's true. I haven't really done much with Yamcha lately, have I? So, yeah, I'll slot that in. Just do a mini out of it. If anything else. Well, there goes my comic book. And a couple other things. And on the topic of comics, so there's a comic storyline in DC I've really gotten into. It's a pretty dark one, to be fair, but I like it. And that's called Deceased, which is basically the DC's version of Marvel Zombies. Now, I do have a fondness for darker things, but it does bear the question of what would people of Earth do? And honestly, if DC has the guts to do it, I will not only be impressed, but would openly applaud it. But I don't know. Not sure they would go for something that grim. I mean, Zack Snyder probably would do it, if anything. Which, I mean, I'd be okay with. Although, right now, I think DC's kind of hurting when it comes to the movie category. And I'm not really too fond of Marvel stuff anymore. I think they peaked with Endgame, honestly. WandaVision was kind of neat. Multiverse of Madness was interesting, but I feel like there could have been more done with it. It felt more like a setup to something else than a movie where Doctor Strange goes on an adventure. But, like I said, that's just my opinion. I think they tried to cram too much in there. Now, I will say the one thing that really did disappoint me from the Multiverse of Madness movie was no cameo of Ghost Rider. Let's see. Superman says, I want DC's as either a TV series or an animated movie. You know what? Considering DC's propensity for animated content, I would almost bet money they would do it eventually. I mean, they did Injustice. Which, as a side note for you PlayStation players, Injustice 2, or at least Injustice 1 to 2, but Tish, is going to be October's PS Plus game. So, yeah. Let's see. Hero Blade, the Raptor, Master Vegeta, are you proud that I gave you Eternal Life? Something you wanted all these years?
Well, it's about time I got it. Screw Kakarot.
Alright, what about Spider-Man No Way Home? Okay, that's a low blow and cheap shot, because Spider-Man No Way Home was amazing. Let's just get that point across right now. And it has been out for a while now, so I feel like I can speak as spoilers about it. So, I will say this. I did enjoy seeing all that. All three. I enjoyed seeing the villains back. And nobody does Goblin like William Dafoe. I will fight for that one. Like, legit, if William Dafoe wanted to voice a freaking animated movie centered around Green Goblin, I would hand the money over right now. But anyway, it was a really good movie. I do have a couple gripes about it, but it's my own personal opinions. The first opinion being that the interactions should have been a little bit more. Like, tack on another, 20 minutes to the movie, right? And just have it exploring what became of the others after. Like, just see where they went besides that little bit we got. Or, heck, use that 20 minutes to explore what happened after, the climax. Because I would personally love to see where that went. Let's see. Perfect Cell, you turned good. Would you fight Boo?
Well, let me get something across. If anyone's gonna threaten Earth, it's gonna be me. Or let's be honest here, it's gonna be Goku. Have you met Goku? That man would be the end of us all. Almost was to admit the power. Well, that's a very good point. Pity I didn't get brought back for that. You got Frieza of all people, but not me. I feel insulted, really. But that's me.
Alright, so let's see. Icy joins in the chat and says, Gohan dodge. Wait, what? I'd see William Dafoe as an amazing Joker too. I agree with that. And maybe get Alfred Molina to be Penguin or something. Because I'm going to be honest, Alfred Molina would be a killer DC villain if you got him in the right role. But then again, since you've introduced me to DC Abridged, it's one of those things. Can I do a Naruto voice or a hit voice? No, I've tried doing Naruto, and I can't do it. I've tried doing Sasuke, and I can't do it. There was a point, though, where I could do Itachi. Wasn't the best Itachi, but I managed to do an Itachi. Can I do Hit's voice? You know what? I don't think I've actually listened to English dub Hit before. That's... You know what? That's research for later. Now I'm kind of curious to see if I can imitate him. So, that said, it looks like I have homework in that way. So, as we continue on with this birthday stream in AMA, honestly, I think a lot of the villains from Spider-Man No Way Home could do amazing in DC as well. Hell, it might be what needs to really get the ball rolling. And I heard a rumor, and I don't like quoting rumors because they're rumors. But the rumor I've heard is that Henry Cavill might have been tapped to do a Marvel role. Now, I don't know how valid that rumor is, but I don't know. My only thought is, who would Henry Cavill even play? Like, I don't know who he'd be. Like, would he be a villain? Would he be a good guy? Everybody reacts to Vegeta punching the Heat Tap Company. I have not done a compilation react where a lot of characters react. I think I once tried to do 3 at once, and it blew me out. Let's see here. Star Hope. Sorry for being late. Nah, you ain't late. This isn't formal. We're not even wearing our fancy armor tonight. So, you're not late. You just showing up on time. Alright, Icy's saying she's missed the character voices. So, yeah, if you guys got questions, feel free to dish them out, and I will answer to the best of my ability. And, just as long as you guys ain't asking for me to reveal my face. Or what my real name is. Because there's a few people out there who know both. Alright, Icy. Toss me a couple questions. And as you type them up, I gotta say, today has been my birthday, but I have not had a birthday cake. As in, there literally is no birthday cake to be had. But in lieu of that, I've chosen to consume Hershey's Sundae Pie. So it will be my replacement for that. Alright, Icy asking about the new forms. Okay, so what I'm going to say to you first, before I do any responses, is that if any questions are about Dragon Ball Super Superhero, I will answer what I actually think. I'll answer as the characters say. And there would be spoilers. And Starhope says happy birthday and your thoughts on Death Battle. My thoughts on Death Battle is I'd probably react to them more, but the copyright claims are a thing. But the thing that really disappoints me right now is I enjoyed the crap out of Raiden vs. Excalibur Death Battle, but I could not post it up. I was literally told no. But to answer Icy's question, to Goku, what do you think of Gohan's new form?
Huh. Kind of reminds me when he went Super Saiyan 2. But... longer hair? And it's white? Wait, Gohan, why are you wearing colored contacts?
So, there's that response. Now, with Death Battle, in fact, I don't actually know what the latest videos are out for Death Battle. Like, you know what? I have a side device here. I'm gonna look that up real fast. Alright, what is the latest in Death Battle? Trunks versus Silver. And it's the Dragon Ball Heroes version of Trunks at that. I might try reacting to it and posting it up. We will see where that goes. As a side note, Apocalypse versus Black Adam. That's a spicy one. But let's see here. To Gohan, how have you been doing by keeping Goku in line? Well, I would respond in an adult Gohan voice, but I actually don't have one yet. I used to be able to sort of do one, but that's been a hot minute. Congrats, ready for round 2 with Boybot.
No, I'm good. If I want to lose brain cells, I just hang out with Kakarot.
Yamcha, did you know if Goku never met you, the story will be the same?
In what way?
I'm sorry, what? We are getting SpongeBob versus Super Friends Aquaman? Oh, God. Okay, look. I'm just going to be flat out. At my age, I remember Super Friends. In fact, there used to be a book for Super Friends at my local library that I would beg my grandparents to take me down to check out all the time. But I don't know how to feel about that matchup there. Like, I'm going to be honest. I don't know how to process this. Reminds me of the first time I saw Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life. I literally just sat there staring at my screen with this mixture of confusion, disgust, and honestly, disbelief. Alright, to Cell, how do you feel about being in Breakers?
Well, you know, it's about time they recognize my greatness.
Very brief there, Bugman.
Oh, cram it, human.
And there we go. But, you know, speaking of verses, I gotta ask, if I could get my capture card to do it, should I play multiverses, even if it's just a couple of rounds, even if it's just me dunking on Superman. And no, I've never played it, so I'd be going in fresh, and Superman probably whip my ass, but if I don't talk that good game, nobody else will. Although, I did find out me and Supes are a good fighting combo on Fighter Z. Because I wasn't sure who was going to win that match. Let's see. Icy asks Kid Gohan, does he remember her?
Sorta.
Alright. So I'm going to take this moment to remind everyone we are on the road to 4K. And I'm hoping before this month is out to see 4,000 plus subs on this channel. And I haven't been able to get this far without generous help from all you warriors. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. Truly, you are powerful. And on that note, I will answer more questions. I think I might go for another 10 minutes or so. And then I'm going to go get me some Hershey Sundae pie to fill in for my birthday cake. Might go buy myself a birthday cake tomorrow, just because. However, how would you guys feel if I actually did, like, you know, do VR anything? Whether it be some like Blade and Sorcery and Gorn, some like The Exorcist or the like. Like, yeah, I just kind of wonder how you guys would feel about me doing VR for the channel. Icy asks, what's up to Yamcha? And also, are you good at Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine? Because I'm stuck. Never played the game. I might be feeling a little old tonight, but not that old to actually have played that. Also because I was a Nintendo household, and that was Sega back in the day, when they still had their own consoles. Jason says, it'll be interesting you doing VR. Well, honestly, there's been a few people who have seen me in VR chat. The last time I did VR chat was, I want to say, April? Somewhere in that territory? But, needless to say, I do have myself a Raditz avatar, and it is my main avatar. Did you know Yamcha have a new girlfriend? Yes, I have seen a picture of her. I don't know her name. But even if it's non-canon, at least our boy Yamcha finally finding a girl that really, truly likes him for him. And not just some nonsense like Bulma. And I'm not a super hardcore Yamcha fanboy, but I will say this, they did do the guy dirty. But yeah, if I did do VR, moving back to that topic, what would you guys like to see me do? Would you like to see me do a shooter of some kind? Horror? Fighting? Because I'd like to say I'm pretty good at Blade and Sorcery. Just don't mind me, I'll be over here with Virgil's Yamato as I unleash the full fury of Devil May Cry. And as for Gorn, all I can say is I have beaten it. I can celebrate the fact I beat it. but I loathe the fact of how much work I had to put in to beat it. I mean, there's another game called Until You Fall that's all about, moving as far as you can, getting better gear, better weapons, getting back in there and plowing through would be kind of interesting. Heck, we can even have an owned count for me. Sort of like the Krillin owned count they had in Team 4 Star. And somehow I can almost feel Superman going out of his way to take my channel avatar and make a pwned count for it. Alright, for my final question, it goes to drumroll, Rose, Raditz, and the Sohn family. For Rose, what do you think of your Time Breaker form? For Raditz, will you be playing Breakers when it drops? For Goku, Kigon, and Goten, are the three of you excited for Dragon Ball The Breakers? That's actually a series of questions there, Icy, but I will answer them anyhow, as best I can. Well, it's not as majestic as my normal form, but it'll suffice.
Well, I don't know. I'm not very fond of those games in that style.
And Goku's reaction. So he's going to carry all three of the reactions.
Not really?
Starhope says Yamcha needs a spin-off show and is about baseball. Honestly, it feels like that'd be an extreme slice of life show. And I think I'd like to watch it because the R&R special focused on Yamcha I liked because it gave us more of what it's like outside of the climactic battles and end of the world crap that usually happens. So there's that. All right, Jason Voorhees, the man of Crystal Lake. You ever plan on playing any other games such as Metal Gear? Well, I'm going to take your question as will I branch out from any other games other than like fighting games and some RPGs? Yes. I do have intent to play several games. It's just a matter of getting around to them and what games you guys would like to see me play. Because Metal Gear... And look, I'm going to say this as a fan of Metal Gear. It is extremely dense. And I don't mean that in the sense of lack of intelligence. I just mean that there is a lot of information compacted in that game. In that whole franchise, for that matter. And, it's not my best, but, I'll do my best intention on this. Otacon, I'm in a box. Not my best Solid Snake, but there you go. So Raditz, thoughts on me bringing back Birder, says Superman.
Well, let's just say, Clark, Batman's not the only one with kryptonite.
But no, that makes me think, what other games would you guys like to see me play? Like shooters and games like Metal Gear where it's just basically a bunch of sneaky, stealthy. That is, frankly speaking, one of those games I don't think would make for good entertainment. But then again, at my last convention I went to, the guy that was my roommate for the convention, got me to sit down and watch a multi-part playthrough of some engineering game. So, I don't know. You tell me. All right. Icy's bailing. So, yeah, what kind of games would you guys like to see me do other than what I typically do? Because I will say this, when Sons of the Forest comes out, Superman, to quote Mr. Popo, "You're going back." And honestly, Sons of the Forest, I heard, was supposed to drop this month, but regrettably is not. And I mean, if we could get a stable connection and games don't crash, it'd be kind of neat to do a game like Phasmophobia, which honestly I would love to see ported over to a console, just so I'm not fiddling with USB ports all the time. Star Wars Empire at War. Why does that game sound so familiar? Like, Star Wars Empire at War sounds like familiar as can be to me, and I don't know why, and it's bugging me. Who's the main character of that game, if you don't mind me asking, Starhope? Ah, it's an RTS. Sort of like Halo Wars. Huh. Not sure. I mean, at one point I thought about dragging Superman into Star Wars The Old Republic and doing a tag team Let's Play series with him on that, where the two of us serve the Republic or go full dark side. And I don't mean the DC character when I say that. Superman says, "I have so many bad memories in Phasmophobia." Look, when me and Superman play Phasmophobia, this is literally how it goes. Hanzo walks in. "Hey there, demons. It's me, ya boy." Superman walks in. He's like, "Oh, please don't eat me, spirits." And what proceeds is me talking as much shit as I can to the ghost without getting killed. Literally, that is all my goal is. It's not even to figure out what kind of spirit it is. It's just to see how much I can get away with. Unfortunately for Superman, he's the one that typically pays for my shenanigans. Like, literally, one haunt, I was just sitting there talking a lot of crap, just utterly smack-talking the ghost, calling it by name, telling it how much it was a disappointment. Like, I got pretty brutal with my insults. But, Superman, who's in an entirely different part of the house from me when I'm doing this, gets ganked. Me, who's trying to figure out why the ghost went after him but not me, is sitting there going, "What the crap?" So I go back up to the camera system, look at it, and I can just see Superman's body in the corner slumped over. I'm like, yeah, not me. But I think my two favorite haunts, like our two favorite runs, Soups, has to be the prison Just because it was one of the few times you and I were both in agreement that we were done. We wanted out. So the prison map in Phasmophobia, if you guys don't know, is a decently sized one, and I believe the game even recommends you have at least 4 players doing it. So me and Clark go in by ourselves, nobody with us, and we set up shop at a few places, recorders, notebooks, all that stuff they recommend. Well, we get nothing. Like, we're not getting anything. So we go back out to the van thinking, well, the haunt hasn't started yet. It had started. Not only had it started, the haunt had been going at maximum capacity the entire time. Me and Clark are literally sitting there thinking about just noping out at this point. But unfortunately for us, we had the brilliant idea, because the game had made comments about the warden's office, of going there and putting our most expensive camera in the warden's office. And me and Soups just couldn't leave that behind. So me and him, we manned up, figured, we're 2 tough guys, we got this. So we go all the way to the warden's office, and halfway up, all the lights go out in the place. I was very ready to just bail out the door, as was Clark. But that camera cost a lot, so we pressed on, agreeing that the moment it was in hand, we would run like hell. So we get up to the floor the warden's office is on, and we slip over to the breaker box and pop it back on. So we do that. We enter the warden's office. I grab the camera, and as no sooner than I do that, all the power goes out. Meaning that the ghost, or whatever it was, had literally just followed us back. It was probably just waiting right outside that door going, "Oh, I got you now. You're mine." Somehow, because Clark remembered to grab the crucifix, thank you, Clark, we backed our way into the breaker room, got the thing powered back on. We're in the corner, and we literally saw the lights flicker out, and then the power goes out again. That ghost literally marched right up to us and turned it right back off, trying to tell us we don't pay for no bills. Well, I flicked it back on again. Clark held up the crucifix, and then we booked it. We ran as fast as we could, took the shortcuts, got all the way down to the main floor where you can run outside, and as we're running out, door slammed shut in front of us. Both of us stopped dead. Turn around, and I am not joking when I say this, and Superman, I know you can vouch for me on this. We watched all the lights on the way to us go out set by set by set until literally all the lights were out. The ghost had to be like right in front of us, and Clark's holding up the crucifix. I'm fiddling with the door trying to get it to open. Finally, the door flies open on its own. We run out. I look back, and the door just slams right shut again. We both agreed, never again would we do the prison map. Or at least not with just us. I mean, if we had 2 other people, maybe get Cyrus involved, then, yeah, maybe. And the other favorite one was a really small map. And this led to the ultimate insult to me and to the ghost. So we set up cameras in the most active room, which happened to be the kitchen, which is right off the front door. Well, after spending, I think, 30 minutes on the map, we got done. We kind of had an idea of what we were dealing with. So I'm getting ready to go back in and grab stuff, and Soups just tells me, "Okay, Hanzo, just grab the camera and stop talking shit." Me, Soups, it's me. I'm going to talk as much shit as I can. He's like, no, look at the activity meter. So I turn around, look at the activity meter, a little life support looking bar graph thing. It's at maximum. Me, knowing he can't see my evil smile, I march myself right in there. I pick up the camera, come back out, put it up, go back in for his camera, pick it up. And while I'm standing there, I notice that the faucet turned on. I'm like this. So I sit there and that was just the utmost, like, oh my God moment for Soups, because right in that moment, I'm standing at the doorway talking a little bit more shit on the ghost. He's watching through the camera I'm still holding, and he's like, Hanzo, get out of there! Hanzo, get out of there! I'm like, what? The ghost! I'm like, what about him? Turn around! So I turned back around. The ghost had materialized. And Jason Voorhees, I do not appreciate you coming back to haunt me in Phasmophobia. Because literally this guy was like wearing a hockey mask and holding a machete, but he wasn't dressed like Jason Voorhees. And he's just standing there staring at me. I'm thinking, huh. So I get to finally die, it says Superman. Nope, Ghost just slams the door in my face and locks it. I sat there for a solid minute quiet. He's like, Hanzo? My response is, Did I just get told a GTFO? Yes, really. And, Soups is like, I would take the advice. So I walked back inside, set everything down, looked at him, was like, okay, let's figure out what the ghost is. He's like, I already figured out what the ghost is. I'm like, you did? What? And this is how we ended our haunt, for the record. He turned his character to look at me and says, the ghost is tired of your shit. Ironically, we actually got the ghost wrong. We thought it was like a poltergeist, but it actually turned out to be a demon. Who knew? And Superman saying, I saw that man's face. Are you talking about the evil smile I had? Because I don't believe you saw that. Or if you're talking about the ghost that was giving me the evil eye the whole way through. Or are you talking about the one that literally chased us out of the prison? And for the record, I will say yes on this. I can't deny it. Superman here has actually seen my real face. It was one of those Discord call mix-ups, but he got to briefly see it for like 3 seconds before I hit the camera off. Ah, yes, back when I was still new to Discord. So that said, going back to chat, let's see, the game had mods like the Fall of the Republic or Remake mod, Clone Wars mod, and so much more. Well, I might play Empire at War for my own enjoyment in that case, because I do enjoy me some RTS. Don't get me wrong. It's just, I'm not sure how much the Warriors want that. I mean, if the Warriors want me to play some RTS and me just commenting throughout, okay. I will provide if that's the case. However, let's backtrack to the question I asked. What other games would you like to see me do? Would you like to see me play a bullet hell like the Touhou Project series, or Gradius, or Galaga? Love me some Galaga, though. Would you like to see me play, and part of my soul doesn't like saying this, but a puzzler in the prison? Oh, so you actually got to see the apparition's face? Oh, man, I feel disappointed. Because, honestly, I was kind of looking forward to see what the hell chased us out of there. Oh, and Soups, I'm pretty sure they added more maps of Phasmophobia. So, definitely might need to update that. And Starhope suggests Cult of the Lamb. Okay, I've seen stuff for that game. That it's sort of like a Binding of Isaac kind of game. Which, for the record, I've never played Binding of Isaac. I'm just going off what I've been told. Okay, legit Soups, I'm glad my back was turned to that because I would have flipped my shit. Like, tables would have been flipped, and I would have had to throw out my most vile, vulgar insult I can conjure up as a Dragon Ball YouTuber. And as for Cult of the Lamb, that game's like the Binding of Isaac, right? Because I've seen a lot of talk about that game. And honestly, if it's interesting, you know, I'll put it on the to-do list for games. Oh, and because Resident Evil 7's technically winning out in the actual votes for games, I will say this. A while back on my Twitch, I actually live streamed Final Fantasy 7, not Final Fantasy 7, Resident Evil 7. My bad, guys. I was looking at the icon for Final Fantasy. My brain just kind of went there. Ignoring my desktop for a moment. I actually streamed Resident Evil 7 in VR. And, you can ask Soups. He got to laugh at my suffering. Soups, remember that? The regenerating rednecks hunting me throughout the old, dilapidated farmhouse thing? Like, I'm not gonna lie. That was not my best experience in VR. And I was honestly sure that I was not going to get anywhere in that game because of it. And honestly, if, you know, Resident Evil 7 was on the Oculus, I would consider buying it. Just to play it for the channel. But I don't think it's on there. Actually, I think that there is a Resident Evil on there. One sec, guys. I need a bit of research here. So yes, there is actually a Resident Evil VR. It is Resident Evil 4 VR. And it includes the Mercenaries. And my cat just wandered off. Meh. Resident Evil 4 is good though. Personally, I think it'd be kind of neat if there was like an SCP VR game on the Oculus. Because I know there's one for Steam, because I saw it in the listings a while back. But, you know, that was a while back. And to you, Superman, once you get a better PC, you say? So, custom difficulty is now a thing. They added a missile institution, a campsite, and I think they added a couple new ghost types. So, that's a thing. Henry Stickmin collection. Okay, what even is that? Because I've had someone suggest that to me before. Might have been you. But I can't say I'm familiar. Like, what kind of game is it? Is it a fighter, a platformer? Actually, you know what? Easy way to do this. I'll just check Steam directly. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at here, I'm going to be quite honest. It's a choose your own adventure kind of game. Interesting. Reminds me a lot of the old Flash games that you used to find all over the internet. Then again, I don't venture too much on Steam anymore. I've seen too much weird stuff show up in the new games category. Stuff I will not discuss seeing, because if I have to repeat what I've seen, then it just reinforces that I saw it. Well, I know if a certain someone had shown up to the chat tonight that he would have suggested I play Slime Rancher or something like that. But that is not the case. You know, here's a question for you. Since it's coming up, how would you guys feel if I played Gotham Knights? You know, the sequel to the Arkham games. Because, I mean, honestly, if I played it, I'd probably play as Red Hood. See, Jason Voorhees agrees. And my cat is clawing something. Patches, what are you doing? My cat be weird, guys. My cat be weird. But he's my weird, so it's okay. Alright. Gotcha Tail pops in and says, hi, happy birthday. Well, thank you, Gotcha Tail. And Jason says, it's also revealed that it doesn't take place in the Arkham universe. Oh, okay. So that whole bit they had going on for a long time wasn't true. Oh, that's rather nice to know, actually. It means that you can go through the Arkham games and go from there, or just not. Henry is more stupid and lucky than Goku. I don't know. Goku has been pretty lucky, all things considered. But, you know what? I think I'll make a poll either late tonight, early tomorrow. And I'll post up some ideas and see what people think. It'll be for future games, obviously, but either way, I'm going to wrap up the stream. So, that said, I hope you guys have enjoyed hanging out here tonight and chatting with me on my birthday. You guys have given me some things to think on. And I'm hoping that within the next couple days I can give you Warriors the great news that I've got into place. And I hope to have Mortal Kombat 11's first video out to you guys soon. So, if you enjoyed this content, then please, as always, leave a like. Comment down below what you'd like to see next. And if you have yet to, I implore you to subscribe. Perhaps tonight will be the night that you too become an elite Saiyan warrior, much like everyone who's come by tonight. And, while I'm thinking about it, there's a bell notification icon. That little bell over there. If you slap that thing, you'll be alerted when new content is made available to you. And if you wish to support the channel even further beyond that, I have a Teespring store if you wish to check the link down below. There's no obligation to buy, but if you'd like, feel free. We have the Join the Squad, we have the Double Sunday Ice Cream Parlor, and we have a few other options. And there was another design I meant to get up, but never got around to doing. But we also have the Sons of Bardock. And yeah, if you guys want to support the channel further, feel free. No obligation. That said, guys, I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my night. And thank you guys for dropping in. With that, I'll catch you guys later.